Lisa Marie's legacy, I want to bring in music commentator Eric Alper. Eric, hello, good to see you. So, as I mentioned, we just saw Lisa Marie Presley at the Golden Globes earlier this week. I have heard some reporters who were there covering the red carpet say that she just didn't seem herself. What are your thoughts on her today?
Yeah, it's such a shock when you see somebody on the television only to find out that less than 48 hours later they pass away. Certainly, Lisa Marie Presley was born into one of the most popular families that we have ever seen in our lifetime, the Presley family. She was born in the same year that Elvis Presley did his comeback special, and from then on in, it was just bizarre and trauma and happiness and darkness and brightness almost seemingly at the same time. Her parents divorced when she was 4. Her father passed away before she even turned the age of 10. She claimed that she was sexually abused by Priscilla's boyfriend when she was just a teenager. And from then on in, it seemed like the world was just a strange place for her, and not many people got to know who she was. We only found out really who she was based on the tabloids in the 80s and 90s when she ended up marrying people like Michael Jackson and Nicolas Cage. And then, of course, her pop music career, which could have and should have done a lot better. In fact, her first album hit the top 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and had several singles from the album chart on the Hot 100. But realistically, I think, she just had to climb so many more mountains in order to garner that respectability that most musicians get to face.
Yeah, she was born a celebrity, essentially. And as you point out, her life was marked by so much tragedy and loss. And of course, her son committed suicide a couple of years ago, and she said she was never the same after that. Let's talk about her music career, because that is something that she really loved. She loved her music. How would you define her sound and her style?
Yeah, when she first appeared on the radio in 2003, she fit really neatly with with a lot of other pop rock women who had a little bit more of a harder edge to them. You had Avril Lavigne, you had artists like Shirley Manson, who fronted the band Garbage, Courtney Love from Hole. So certainly, she had her place in there. And I think that when she was out on tour and doing a lot of meet and greets, I happened to meet her a couple of times on those kind of places. She loved meeting her fans. She loved music to no end, but she always knew that she was more of a curiosity than anything else. She had to struggle not only for the record labels to give her the respect to stand on her own 2 feet, which is almost impossible when you're the son and daughter of somebody famous to begin with. But, radio and other kind of mediums never quite got over the fact that she was Lisa Marie Presley, that she was never going to be able to maintain her career based on her music. It was always going to be the daughter of Elvis Presley first and foremost. And I think she understood that, but she tried to fight that and garner and earn that respectability as much as she possibly could.
She was very protective of her father's legacy. She was so grateful for Austin Butler's performance, saying that, he really nailed it without making her dad almost like a caricature. What do you think will happen now to Graceland? What do you think this means for the Presley legacy with her passing now, Eric?
Yeah, well, she inherited over $100 million reportedly based on the sale of Graceland to another company. And she received that money when she was 25. So she still had a little bit of a say in what Graceland was doing and what was all about. And certainly as the chairperson of the Graceland Elvis Presley Foundation, on the charitable side, she absolutely used her name for good for many, many decades. In fact, not only did they help raise money and put instruments into schools across Memphis and Tennessee and across America, but she donated a lot of of her time and money to the Hurricane Katrina hurricane devastation in that state. So she knew what to do with the foundation. And in fact, I kind of wish that maybe she was able to do more with that later on in her life. It would have been a really great fit because she loved animals, she loved people, and she only wanted to help out using the Presley name for good. What we might see, maybe another 4.5-hour version of Elvis that Baz Luhrmann has kind of reportedly said that he is sitting on. So we actually might see a longer version of it just because of the passing of Lisa Marie Presley, somebody who, promoted that movie, and rightfully so, as one of the great character analysis of somebody like an Elvis Presley.
54 years old. Wow, so young. Eric Alper, thank you so much, Eric. You take care. Just ahead.